Welcome to ITV. This is your host, Dr. Yavuz Selim Silay. ITV stands for Idea to Business, Innovation to Brand, and Interest-Free to Baraka and Abundancy. In this show, I promise to bring you people from all walks of life that are role models for us. Today, I have an amazing academician, a scholar, a prominent woman leader that is doing an amazing job in Ankara at the Ostim Technical University. I have Assistant Professor Begum Şahin, who is the head of International Trade and Finance Department, also running the Entrepreneurship Department at Ostim Technical University. Begum, I know you very well. I'm really thrilled and excited that you're here today with us. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Yavuz. I'm really so happy and glad to be here with you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We know you very well, Begum, for a long time. Your university is one of the most prominent universities, even though it's the youngest, bringing also huge innovation to Ankara, as well as the Turkish environment and international. You were actually also at Imagine Tomorrow with your amazing entrepreneur team. But before getting into all of those, for our viewers, who is Begum Şahin? Can you tell a little bit about yourself?
Thank you. Okay. I have started my academic life in 2012, but before that I had made actually export and import and the international trade in real life.
Excellent.
And also I'm coming from a family who has an entrepreneur grandfather. We were having a factory in agricultural industry in Konya.
Excellent.
And so when I was very little, I was in our factory and in our atelier, and also dealing with machinery and all those employees together. So now I'm working in Ostim, but Ostim is like my home.
Exactly, because of the background you have.
Yeah.
So why did you enter international trade? It is clear from your background.
Yeah.
And you'd mentioned me before that your family was doing business with Africa, especially
sure.
North Africa and many countries. But was it one of the reasons you were into international trade?
Yeah.
Being in a family of trade for several generations.
Yeah.
But getting into the academic side is also very amazing.
Yeah. In fact, I was really very impressed from my grandfather, and then after my father has continued it. And when I was a child, he was always traveling. He was going to Sudan, he was going to Chad, Yemen, and Egypt, Tunis, Morocco, all of the African countries. And I really like to know the other cultures and to talk with them, to see the other countries, to work, make trade with them. It was like my dream.
Absolutely.
And after that, when I was graduated from high school, also I was a good student.
I can imagine that.
I entered Bosphorus University in Istanbul.
It's one of the best universities in Turkey.
Yes, when I was studying there, I see the academic side as well, and also I like reading and searching and articles, books. I'm not very far away from that world. So after I graduated, I made a little bit like 5 years in international trade, the real export-import operations. But after that, I thought I should give something to young people, to youth. Sure. And I don't have to wait to get older and older for that.
Absolutely.
So when I was also going to continue my academic research, I can also make more effective with real life experiences and to teach, not teach, but just share my experiences with the young generations.
That's beautiful. So it's all about impact and changing the lives. And even at Imagine Tomorrow, I've seen those two entrepreneurs coming. I was so excited, 17 and 18 years old kids
they are really
coming from Ankara all the way to Istanbul in an international environment. And their idea was very well regarded and received very high remarks. So, Begum, after the international trade in Bosphorus, what did you do next?
I had a marketing MA, a Master of in Marketing.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I have started to work. I traveled from Pakistan to Spain.
Excellent.
So at that time, I really had, again, very nice journey experiences, and also I see that people, you can be a global citizen.
Absolutely.
You should, of course, keep your main beliefs and everything, but
Absolutely.
you should be a global citizen
Agreed.
to communicate everyone, the
Agreed.
people in the world. So I made my marketing, and my dissertation is also international product strategies. It's again international marketing area.
Excellent.
And then I started to academy as a research assistant.
Excellent. And there was a foundation in United Kingdom
Yeah.
about women empowerment. Can
Yeah,
you tell
yeah.
a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. It's founded by Cherry Blair, the former president's wife,
Yeah.
and Tony Blair's
Blair's
wife.
wife.
Yes. When I was also studying my PhD, I have started to observe the entrepreneurs
Great.
and the startups as well. So women are also very also in my focus,
Absolutely.
and they are extra important for me as a in entrepreneurship side. So I follow their program and make a submission to be a mentor.
Excellent.
So they accepted me, and I become an international mentor.
Excellent.
And I worked with a mentee from Georgia and from Cyprus.
Excellent. So this is one of the reasons I see a really international leader who knows the practical side, but also the academic side. And I want to thank you because Begum actually brought me one book from the Austin Technical University, which has a beautiful forefront of our dear colleague Orhan Aydın from Austin Technical University Foundation, and also her personal book. This is very interesting book. It's about the startups marketing in Turkish, and hopefully down the line we want to make it English together if we can.
Yeah.
This is an amazing book because it really provides a good feedback about the marketing part of the startups, how they should really focus on the marketing strategy, why the startups fail, and why the startups' longevity is not as long as it should be. What can we learn from the dot-com bust? And the Turkish startups, are we going to have a Turkorn or unicorn? And what you need to do to actually boost the startup performance and the inbound marketing and other marketing strategies. This book is an amazing book, and I'm really glad you brought me this book.
Thanks
and
so
I'm happy
much.
that I'm able to share this book and marketing with my viewers.
Okay, thank you.
So getting back to your background, so how did you end up in Austin Technical University?
I finished my PhD, but I was in the academy, but I'm always like an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
In fact, in literature, we call it intrapreneur.
Exactly.
Because when you are working in a company, in a firm, in an organization, you can be also an entrepreneur as well.
Excellent.
So if you have innovative ideas, if you want to share it with the management, that we can open a new office, a new project.
Sure.
If you start, so you become an entrepreneur. In my previous university, I was in the funding member of Technology Transfer Office.
Excellent.
And I worked there like 5 years when I'm also as a research assistant. And I was also in International Trade Department research assistant. So when I
So
started,
you have established a technology transfer office with the peers there?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I was the coordinator. And when I think I liked the difficult and the challenge, yes. And when I started to found the technology transfer office, it becomes really made good jobs in 5 years. And now in Austin Technical University, I feel that I feel that excitement.
Yes, and you're rebuilding
And
again.
power,
You're restarting again.
Yeah, I thought that I can do something there, and also we are always learning. Every day we are learning. So in Austin Technical University, I see that I can do good jobs here as well.
And you have an amazing professor. We want to say hi to Professor Dr. Murat Yülek from this program. And hopefully down the line, we want to host him here as well.
Yeah, sure.
It's not just the university's mentality, but the entire academic team. Your rector, vice rector, which you have introduced, and the team is really amazing. So it's a huge opportunity for our viewers who are interested in entering different departments. But we'll get into that. Before talking more about Austin Technical University, can you tell a little bit more about what is your vision now at Austin Technical University? You started very fast from the beginning. You know, I know you have done some organizations for women entrepreneurship in Ankara. Even though it's a very young university, you attended Imagine Tomorrow, and there are many projects you're really focusing on to build the university infrastructure. So what is ahead of you? What's your vision in the next few years?
First of all, I would also share with you the regards of my rector, Professor Murat Yülek.
Thank you.
And our chairperson, Orhan Aydın.
Thank you so much.
And they were really the main reason that I would like to attend to Austin Technical University as well. Because Austin Technical University is a third generation university. It's a entrepreneur university. So we are doing, every day we have a project.
Great.
And for my point of view, I thought that I can make real my dreams, and my vision can feed it by my leaders, my rectors and chairpersons support as well. So we have, at the beginning, we had two faculties in Austin Technical University. One of them is engineering faculty, and the other is economics and business administration faculty, which my department is belong to as well. And also we have a vocational school, and we are getting growing also.
When have you been established officially? It's just
in
a year,
2018 officially, but we had our students this year in 2019 and 20.
So acceptance has just started for 2019 and 20.
Yeah.
For 2021, when are you going to start accepting new students?
Last summer. So this year we have students in prep class.
Excellent.
And we have students in, as freshmen.
So our viewers, whoever is listening, because we have more than 900 million viewers across more than 40 countries, and also this will be shared on YouTube and other channels as well, not just through Natural TV, through Turksat, Eutelsat, as well as Astra 2G, French satellite. So for our viewers, I urge them to review Austin Technical University and also be in touch with Begum Şahin to see, because they have amazing mentality. They are right at the heart of the industrial zone, right? And you have many projects with these, each of these companies as well.
We are in the heart of industrial zone Austin, which was founded in 1960s, more than 50 years. And we have more than 6,000 SMEs in that industrial zone.
6,000 companies you're talking about, right at the heart.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and they are from different sectors. I think it was more than 15, it's like 17 different sectors. And there are very strategic sectors like defense and biomedical and electronics.
Great.
So as I told you, we are a third generation university. I just want to mention that we would like to industry university collaboration projects, and we have started as well.
That's great.
So really we would like to have students who just want to be an entrepreneur and be patient and really want to feel the industry excitement. Yes, this is not a traditional university, and they will really see it, feel it in the first day of their study.
I know
life.
very well, Begum, that you have hands-on experience opportunities. So even if they're first-year student, they have a chance to also practice and do shadowing in manufacturing facilities in different companies, from pharma to biotech to engineering to defense, right?
Yeah, because we have classes, lectures in entrepreneurship projects, and also hands-on work experience class. They have to spend 1 day in the company in their freshman year. So it's really very good experience. So we say that we are going to give experienced graduates.
Frankly speaking, this is how universities should be, because you're looking at the industry's needs and designing your programs based on the industry needs, and bringing your students not with just 4 years or 6 years of theoretical background. From year one, you're giving them the opportunity to get trained and emerge in the practical side of the business, of the company, the day-to-day activities. So this is huge. That's why your university is very unique in terms of being situated in the 6,000 company hub, which is growing. And Turkish government also made announcements about building even more investment into this area, establishing new zones within it in healthcare and defense. So the future of Ostim Technical University is very bright. I can see that. So before I get more into Ostim Technical University, I want to give a commercial break, and then we'll be right back, if that's okay with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Begum Şahin, assistant professor, who is running the International Department of Finance and Trade. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Stay tuned with ITV. Thanks. Welcome back to ITV. This is your host, Dr. Yavuz. I have an amazing guest, Begum Şahin. She is an amazing woman entrepreneur, academician, written amazing books on startups, and also she's both on the finance side as well as international trade side. So we'll continue with her. Begum, can you tell for our viewers why international trade and finance department is important?
We are living a global world, so we have to keep in touch more and more when the technology and digitalization also is getting better. So it's really very important to be and in contact with the other countries. It was always like this, and it's getting more important day by day. And for today, as we are, most of the countries are in a free market, and also in that market competition is really very important. We have to get an international brand.
For sure.
And in Turkish side, it's also one of the main important issue for me to get a good brand in international area. But in general, international trade department and the graduates from international trade and finance department can find different business and job opportunities in different sectors. First of all, without the difference of sectors, in the companies who would like to make foreign trade, international trade, they can start as an expert in import or export department in every sector.
Sure.
And then they can, if they want to go on with the management skills, the the hard skills and soft skills we have, but if they want to use the soft skills and the management side, they can work in a bank and the treasury side, treasury department of a bank. They can work in capital markets. Yes, can be a broker, or they can more deal with the money markets and the stocks and the other side. So there are many different opportunities when you graduate from International Trade and Finance Department. If we compare it with the economics or business administration, you also have an international point of view, yes, components. So as the other skills as well to be a global citizenship and to communicate with the people all over the world, they are the plus and the other gainings for me.
Really, I haven't thought about this before. I have done an MBA, but when you look at it, international trade and finance, like you said, in every sector, you have a job opportunity.
Yeah.
Depending on how you carve out and how you prepare your background, right?
Yeah, sure.
But over there, the social part is also important. The good thing, whoever comes to your university, you are also the leadership and entrepreneurship the department director.
Yeah.
And I know you are very passionate about social entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So they will be able to get a huge opportunity on trade, finance, consulting, sectoral experience, but also in international, entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Do you have any projects on social entrepreneurship, Begum?
Yeah, we have. We have a project called Social Atelier. Atelier Social, we can say.
It's a social workshop. Yeah, it's a workshop.
Yeah. It's a center to support and to follow and to give any help and other things for the social entrepreneurs. Right. And we had really difficult days because of this COVID, and also our world have problems in climate, unfortunately, and the other social problems. So social entrepreneurship is very important for me because you try to create a solution to get rid of these social problems.
That's true.
I mean, for disabled people or for animals or the nature. Absolutely. If you have a business idea and you would like to make it scalable and we need a support, we are going to work together and make it real again.
Absolutely. It's in this show at ITB, which stands for Idea to Business, this is what we're also looking. So, getting this social entrepreneurship idea, I personally believe it has to be ingrained in every single also regular startup or regular business, because you can be a company or a startup in any area, but you should also have a social entrepreneurship aspect of whatever money you make. You should be able to give some for charity, give back to the communities, to build the environment. So there has to be a corporate philanthropy, and that's why what you're passionate about is not just in the sector of social entrepreneurship, which is very important, but for any startup. Do you agree with that? Like each startup should also have part of their revenue going into social entrepreneurship or some social cause. Do you think that will help them in even marketing their company?
In 90s, we see it from the big global companies that all of them has a social responsibility projects.
Yes.
But day by day, it has started to have to change to social entrepreneurship. Yes. Now, in those these big, giant global brands have started to support entrepreneurship and women entrepreneurship. The people who don't have so much fund and money, and also they can be disabled. They have started to continue this type of projects. In the marketing side, it's really very important for the consumer to make a emotional and a real contact
Attachment.
with the brand. Yes. And then it turns to brand loyalty. So yes, it's something not only for an intangible asset or something like this. I think it's all of us have a should be thankful to the nature.
Absolutely.
And we should all of us should do something for the world, in fact.
Sure.
So I totally agree with you that every startup should also have a little budget to make or support the social entrepreneurship.
It just also motivates their own employees, but also the investors side as well as the market side, the customers. They feel more, like to your point, you know, attached to the brand. And clearly, if you are in a company which supports certain causes and you are part of, even if you donate your time to it as a team, I think that team feels more part of the company, which brings increase the productivity of the company as well.
Yeah. And in startups, they have a different culture, you know, as well. They are more flexible. And the CEO, we called, is not like the ex-CEOs. I mean, you become friend and you spend time together outside, and they can have rest in the workplace, in the office. Why? Because they really want to make happy the employees.
Absolutely.
So this mindset should make the startup more effective. Agreed. And the employees as well.
And especially with COVID-19, I see more remote work happening.
Yeah.
And the idea of office, many companies and many business leaders we host here, they are revamping their business model, and they're saying at the core, they kept the business which they really have to keep in the office, but whoever can work outside, they continue to work from their office with certain hours, with certain guidance. Even Twitter recently announced whoever will come back after COVID-19, their employees will get an option to work remotely or work at the office. So I see more and more trend towards working remotely. There are challenges with that as well. But what do you think about this trend?
And also this COVID-19 process, I just see that the CEO of Twitter as well had made really huge donations to support the COVID-19 foundations. So there also the social responsibility campaigns, and at that time it's very, very important to have a brand loyalty and to make the customers more feel emotionally connected to the brands.
So they're giving back to the community. You can be a social media company, but you may support a healthcare initiative because it impacts the entire world.
Yeah, of course. It affects all our lives, not only one country, whole the world. It was really very interesting time, and we don't know what will happen. So I really agree with this type of working. So the important thing is to be effective and to do something real. So you can do it at home or in the office. It's really maybe the message of this COVID-19 process, just to be the just to mention the honesty and the real work, and I hope the all CEOs and managers also had this message.
Absolutely. You should be driven with outcome and with the people. You know, it's not just about managing people, but managing with the people to achieve the goals. So I think this COVID-19 is going to change, and many of us, the priorities in our life have changed. Right? I mean, things that we felt were very important had no importance. even in industries, healthcare and food, agriculture, or basic things, or even in the housing sector. If you have a house but with some land, still and on, now it's becoming more popular. So the lifestyle, even the city design, how we work, how we communicate, how we run our businesses, it has really at least gave us a reflection of what are the things we should really care about, our families, our loved ones, right?
Sure.
So in that sense, what is your take for the startups in the future as Begum Shaheen? What is your recommendation for them? What do you think they should do moving forward, and how they can work with you at Austin Technical University in the leadership and entrepreneurship department?
Yeah, thank you. First of all, we will see there will be really big change in different sectors. So entrepreneurs are really people who can see this change and can watch this trend and also get the market intelligence, but make comments, and they are the people who can get the opportunity.
For sure.
So I believe them. I know that we will see more startups with different business ideas. As you mentioned, there will be changes in architecture side as well. There will be changes in software and the many applications we are going to use. For example, maybe we are not going to use our business cards, and we will show the smartphones, and it will going to record the data.
Let's not kill more trees anymore.
I agree with you. So we will see more different business ideas and more startups to be founded. So it will also make me really excited.
Absolutely.
And I'm waiting to meet them. So anytime I also always share those my contact and information on social media and the other channels. I'm here and in Austin Technical University as the Director of Entrepreneurship and Leadership Office. I always want to be with them to help them to give some advice and share my experience and my network to support them to become more scalable and maybe international. It's really make me happy as well.
That's great.
So I'm not only for Turkish startups, but startups all over the world, and to meet the Turkish investors as well. I'm just very close to them.
So this is an open invitation for our viewers. For from Austin Technical University, Begum Shaheen. Here you can see her contact information and numbers and the information about university. This is an open call from Begum Shaheen for our entrepreneurs all over the world. If you want to be an entrepreneur and really build your startup, contact and see the opportunities, and maybe enroll as a student to the university, and also get the opportunity of the vast network of Begum Shaheen and the university, as well as the Austin organizational community with 6,000.
More than 6,000. And also I would be very happy if they become our students as well.
That's
every day in this campus we will be together.
That's great.
But outside that also I'm always want to try to help them.
That's great.
And keep in touch with them.
Thank you, Begum. I really appreciate, on the social entrepreneurship side, you have amazing programs. This book, Startups in the Market, is also very important, focusing on the Turkish startup, but giving examples for global startups. Can you tell me, why did you write this book? I know, was it also part of your thesis?
Yes.
So how did you come up with this book?
I made my research on Turkish startups. So I measure their market orientation approach and their marketing strategies. I just want to see their capabilities and the other things, because not only Turkish ones but all over the world, they fail because of this lack of marketing
Sure.
side and management side. So they can be very powerful in technical side, but management is different.
Yes.
So I just want to measure this issue in an academic view,
Beautiful.
but also want to share my research and data with everyone.
Awesome.
Not to put on the library shelf
Very smart.
and forget about it, but just want to share, and if someone reads a sentence from my book, they can aware from what is startup.
Absolutely.
Just the main idea was that.
Then I will say, remember this name, Dr. Begüm Şahin, and this is Startuplar Pazarda, which means the startups are in the market, and it shares a Turkish experience, and you will soon see the English version,
Yeah.
God willing, and we'll be able to really understand with the comparison, because many of the studies come from United States. Having, this is 141 startup just actually doing activities in Ankara. So she actually took a segment and really analyzed very smartly. And I think this will be a huge experience for our African entrepreneurs, global entrepreneurs in United States or Russia or Asia as well.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for this book and giving me this book. I really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. Also, finally, this television is focusing on the entrepreneurs, and ITB stands for really getting ideas and turning them into business. So we get lots of feedback from our African viewers. Every day I receive 50 to 60 messages with their experience in startups. And I want you to tell me, what do you think about natural TV and ITB in general?
Okay.
What's your experience?
First of all, I really thank you as you do something really important and special for me. As I mentioned in the beginning, to be a global citizenship is really very important. So you make a big contribution to that for the people all over the world, and also in the focus is Africa.
Yes.
You belong the people to each other. So Turkey is always having a good communication and relationship with Africa.
Yes.
So I thank you for doing something really very grateful
Thank you.
and meaningful for people.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And for your program, you are also my friend and colleague. Yavuz has a really good energy,
Thank
and also as an entrepreneur,
Yes.
You can understand the entrepreneur people from their face,
Yeah.
from their energy, good and positive energy.
That's true.
So I again thank you for making this program also
Thank
very
you.
nice and positive as well.
Thank you for coming and being our host here, because I know in your busy schedule you had the opportunity to come here, and I really appreciate. I think our viewers will see a lady with as a role model, as an academician,
Thank
and
you.
doing all these things and writing these books and really trying to help community. And hopefully this will drive more applications to Austin Technical University as well, because Austin Technical University really has great academicians. Whoever I met, I was impressed at the university. So with this, if it's okay, I want to take your last verse before closing the show.
Yeah, sure.
Your recommendations for our viewers in Africa, or anything you want to say.
Okay.
The floor is yours, and then I'll close the program.
Thank you so much. For the students and the entrepreneurs or the candidates that would like to be an entrepreneur, I just want to say that you can be successful if you do something that make you passionate and happy. So never scared and be afraid, and do not give up to believe yourself, and continue on your way. then you can be a really successful entrepreneur.
Excellent.
And for Ostim Technical University, you can arrange us anytime on our website, on the other social media channels, and for me as well, we are always would like to communicate with you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Begum. I really
Thank you.
appreciate your time and effort.
Thank you.
We're grateful on behalf of ITB and Ntr TV. We want to thank you and Ostim Technical University for giving this excellent program and sharing your beautiful ideas.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Begum. Hopefully we'll get you again in the future, and also hopefully we'll get other faculties as well as our rector Murat Bey to this
sure.
program.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are concluding this show. I had Assistant Professor Begum Şahin. She is doing an amazing job in Ankara and really building social entrepreneurship, women empowerment, and really building new opportunities for our African students as well as international entrepreneurs. So make sure to get in touch with Ostim Technical University, and hopefully at ITB I will be bringing you more people from all walks of life as I promised. This is Dr. Yavuz Selim Sılay, physician, entrepreneur, and venture architect. Take care and all the best. Always stay tuned with ITB. Bye.